Niks. Ook al is op 41 met TV is, dan fucking full laat dit, is niks klank. Niks nie. Dus hy doen niks en die skreen is gevries. Laat ek uitgaan nie, kan ek net weer inkom. Ja, ek dink hy het vasgehaak op die vorige stream. Daar sien ek jou muis beweeg. Dis die klank. No fucking thing. Nee. Daar's op jou stream op YouTube 'n option wat jy jou party chats kan inkom nie, maar jy het nog steeds klank van die game. Ek het dit gedoen met my stream. Niemand hoor wat ek sê nie en niemand kan hoor wat die ander mense sê nie, maar hulle hoor alles die res. Right, met 'n delay. Watter skreen is jy? Daai press en die button skreen. Ja, is daar. Niks. Ja, hoor as hy klank as ek het my TV hard gesit. Dis al hoor. Okko. My TV is hard, jy sal hoor as hy klank is.
Het ek nou iets gemute? Hy moet werk.
Dit werk nie.
Nee, hy moet werk.
Beloof jy, is net by my nie. Net die beeld.
Ja,
Okko. Okay, wag, ek gee kans. Niks.
dis weer.
Is jy nou daar op die skreen van die beserings in die goed?
Ha?
Hierdie is 'n ou stream wat op is.
Ja, nee, dan is jy op 'n ou stream.
Ja. Maar is tog die live een, hy wys my live.
Nee, wag.
Madden 26 live.
Wag.
Ek hou nie toe gaan.
Hier is in hierdie een. lang.
We gaan hom nou oopmaak. Connect, fuck.
Ja. So ja, kom ons kap om PT.
Op hom. Maar daar weet jy die nuwe ene daar. Op die foon. Ja, daar is hy nou. Jy hoor hy klap. Op hom. Daar weet jy. Daar is hy nou. So. Bob is jou oom en alles. Bob is jou oom en alles. Bob is jou aan. Sulke baie verskonings en stikkeling goeders waar ek altyd oor dat die manne gaan jol nie. Ja, fuck dat. Jou goed was mos reg en jy was ready. Nou hoor hulle alles op YouTube. Ja. Ek gaan net gou my bordjie agter toe vat. Nou.
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leading. He keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too. Baby, we can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do he got a song with that punk? I mean, do he hit the club in this song? Come on. Do he rock a weed 30 inches long? Do he got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and no tour.
Ja, die hondjies like soms so styf teen my te lê.
can get it. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping, it's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
Nou, ek sien die oudste software is outdated gewees. Ja, ek is nie ver nie. Fokker is amper 10 uur. Ek gaan nou ready sê. Wat is jy wat sê? Wat het sê? Wanneer? Hy sê, ek gaan nou sê ready. So jy moet nou maar ingaan al daar.
Ja, ek wacht nog. Hy sê druk, hy blijf druk.
Hy sê niks op die groep nie, so jy sal dit seker daar sien.
Ja, jy moet dit hier sê.
Hank. Ons fokker reën alweer by ons. Ja, ek mou nie oor dit nie, al is die aarde hoe nat. Come on. Wat is lekker as mense kom kuier. Wat jy nie so baie sien nie. Wat boy, kap hom. Lekker Joker, wys vir Martin. Nee, ek sê dit net op die stream, dat hy hoor ek support hom ook. Dit is ons maar allemaal maatjies. Hy het geready, daar ready jy. Hy het geready, hoor. Maar dan is het fijn, ek dog mens moet het altyd so gelijk doen. Oké man, die was wat delay op YouTube, sorry man. Ja, be dangerous. Ook.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots.
Hier pa ding of weer wys. This is a bad habit.
2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A play fake. Now Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all
The defense
about.
like alright, huh?
Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So
Is my YouTube is achter vanaand. Wat seker 10 sekonde delay op hom.
Trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time.
That's
Just get
fucking
the
erg.
ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now too.
They'll throw with Penix. And his throw here's incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Wat was dit?
Patriots defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt.
Hefty.
Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Pats, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces
Je bier
a
neerzetten
turnover
van
on
de kop een
down.
slukje koffie.
To throw, it's May. Open man is Bull. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he rifles one incomplete. The Patriots at 5-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll throw with May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Dis my kom nie deur nie. Daar kakao.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut balls out of his hands to the receiver.
Jy gaan nie vir Patrick Mahomes kry nie, kan jy nou sê.
By half step either way, they've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Ek blaas my cap op hom, ek sweer. Alles op hom, om te hou.
It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nice.
Ek het 'n bietjie op Facebook kyk wat het ons fucking president gepraat vanaand.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet.
Ja, ek dink daai polisieminister wat toesluit of iets seker.
And look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing is Cousins. Got a man, it's London. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll leave him with third and a 4.
Dan sê hulle ook fokol jy omtrent dit nie.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play
Probably
because
needs
that was a
work.
take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon.
Hoorie, ek het 'n video gesien van die DLC. Dan wys hulle Ferrari daai flip wing wat hulle het agter. Dan wys hulle die flip wing op die game, het jy gesien? Kosty. Ja, dit het nogal befok gelyk, maar nou weet ek nie, is dit AI generated of is dit nou in die DLC nie?
When you're going back there on the kick block,
Seen.
you've got to go to the right point. That didn't
Well
happen.
done.
Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, come with me, come on. Hey, here we go, set. Nitty, what's up?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays and big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Here goes throw. Ready, what's that?
And they go play action with May. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball
Dus dat jy sien môre gaan vir my voel soos 2 weke. Dat my laaste dag is vir die volgende week om te werk.
Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that will hit.
Ek vertrou niemand op hierdie game nie. Almal het fucking tricks op hulle sleeves.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Ja, check hom, dat is mooi. Well done. Ek wil nog leer daai move doen om so te duik by die lyn en al die kak maak bang gooi die bal weg.
I mean, let's face it. That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Ja, ek weet. Wat van experience.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing here is May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense
is like a move now.
Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost a leg to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hoppa. Okay.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Blitz, die ouens kan het nie handel nie. Ek het gesien Bernard ook nou die dag. As er kom so blitz, dan ga ek kakken.
Checking this down to Stevenson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Good.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
To the air, May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone.
Lekker.
Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes McLeod. On play action, Cousins. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Maar ek weet nie kom jy terug gehardloop nie. Nog steeds fokker 3000 yards gewen.
Play action now, Cousins. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
Hoe kom jy hierdie rooi en swart kleurtjies aangetrek het as wat jy weer lyk soos die Chiefs, van die Chiefs is die beste.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because
Dis nog steeds die beste.
receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A gain of 5.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Robert Spillane.
Yes, ek het 'n good mind en skeer my baard af. Die ding begin my irriteer.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Ek wil nie jonger lyk nie, want die boost agter.
With the run, at least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Dan is die floodgate
Now
oop.
2nd and 9.
Ja, ek dink ek sal die naweek om afskeer. Ek my hare weer skeer.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Charlie Warner as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Daar is hy. Gedaan.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it.
Vir wie Tom Brady gespeel?
Too successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
O. So jy het hom altyd gehad. Sy goed gewees.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the
Die beter een. Okay.
That'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchdown.
Maar hy's 'n nice ou as persoon ook. Ek sien baie video's van hom. Baie humble, ja.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Moet mense rotate af en toe of kan jy maar met jou ouens speel?
Going deep for Diggs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel.
Ja, as hy daai catch gehad het, was hy fucking deur.
Work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether...
Wel, ek het op hierdie stadium 10 jaar al darm al 'n touchdown gesien.
Right at the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ja, want die kans is daar. Hy speel goed, ja.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have
Ek gaan definitief my gat teen hom sien.
third quarter is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Is julle in dieselfde division? En al die kans is goed dat julle in die Super Bowl gaan kom.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Yep.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hierdie game is eintlik baie sadisties want sulke moves soos hy nou wat die bal gevang het, diep gegooi het en hom het. Ken jy hoop? Maar dis leë hoop wat jy kry. Want jy weet jy gaan nou weer kom krak.
And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to
for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left.
Ja.
I don't think
Nee, ek het dit geleer met jou game. Het ek geleer, jy gooi glad nie naby 'n fucking X-Factor of naby hom. Want jy gaan jou gat sien. Maar hy speel 'n goeie game. Hy's 'n jaar kaptein.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second blowout material. And he is met in his
Maar jy's goed met die run plays.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got the hook up to McLeod. So 8 yards on the
Wat sou van jou nou seer gekry?
And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
O, fuck. O, is daarmee dood nie.
In search of 4 yards here to
Sy van net opstaan en lê die gras dood.
Cousins to throw it. That is caught. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Maar ek doen dit ook, as hulle daai warning vir my opgee of daai kaart opgee wat sê hy bietjie dan stappe kom. Doen dit ook. Oh, sy.
For big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. First down, disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
YouTube is so ver agter, jy sal die game klaar gespeel het, klaar die slaap wees as sal ek die final play sien.
He fakes the spike. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good. 4 on Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw with May. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hey, here goes tonight.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's that? Yeah, one.
From the gun, it's May. And this is caught at the 8. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down.
Hey, here goes tonight.
1st and goal at the 6-yard
Hey, what's that?
line.
To throw, it's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, May with it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete to the tight end Warner. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 5. Cousins again. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. On the give, Algier headed left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Ja, dat ik weer ruk. Gaan hem die fucking slap raak.
Ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well.
Really
focus in on the offensive line. They've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. But they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Het gaan wrachtige varkie wees vir hom.
And they're indeed going to go for
it nou jou 2-minute warning?
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
En die laaste quarter, shame. Geef hom maar uit touchdown, man.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
Well done.
You express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort.
Ek dink hy is so moedeloos nou. Ek weet hoe hy voel.
Every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Ek het baie simpatie met die ou. Ja. Hy moet net teen my kom speel man, dan gaan hy soveel beter voel.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nou eers.
Now that's the way to do it.
Fuck.
Vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Out right to Bourne. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's May. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs.
Soms ek 'n fokkelwedstryd nie oor nie.
Drills the whole deal. He thinks he's
Soms ek 'n fokkelwedstryd nie oor nie.
In practice this week, he's smiling.
Oi. Die potjie is leeg.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to throw, May. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession,
well done.
exactly what they were looking for in this one.
Okay.
And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, Offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Falcons, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Game, yeah.